I take it. So, this is the captain of the guard, I believe. Is a Kalis. An elf in leather armor scans the crowd intently. He seems to be the only one at this celebration not participating. He's also the only one besides the guards whose weapon isn't sealed. Your Highness, welcome to Pitax. Say Kalis, captain of the city guard at your service. You don't seem to be enjoying the celebration. This celebration is for you. For the city guard, it's just another work day. And right now our work is preventing disruption of the festivities. I thought Pitax was a city without laws. Where do the guards come from? Even pirates and smugglers have laws of a kind, and they need someone to keep their order. The city guard was created by the trading houses not long after the city was founded. We are paid by the citizens. Not all of them like us, but they all understand things are better with us than without us. Irovetti seems to have a tight grip on his power over the city. Oh yes, the trading houses hate him, of course, but, well, first and foremost, he has hostages. Second, each of the families is afraid to act alone, but they are all incapable of acting together. Gaspir Liakenza tried to unite them, but to no avail. And it's probably for the best, frankly. The last thing we need is combat in the streets. Irovetti can be blamed for many things, but at least he took power quickly and without carnage. Now Irovetti's enemies have nothing to do but sit around like High Priest Drayant, praying for Calistria to send her giant holy wasps down to take him away. Who might you recommend I meet here? That depends on the purpose of your visit. If you are here on business, well, you already know King Irovetti, of course. But it would be worth your time to speak with Gaspir Liakenza too. The trading houses may have lost much of their former power, but they are still capable of many things. And if you'd like to partake in our renowned culture, there's Enemy Bellavara, the most famous bard in the city. And Italia Gitarin as well, headmaster at the academy. Just take care, they can't stand one another. Diplomacy check. Oh, we can try this one. I hear you are not pleased with the way Irovetti rules. Failed! God damn it! Rolled a 2. Ha! The rumors that get around. You know, I recently heard a tale of a ghost in the academy. Turned out it was just the withered pocket floor that was squeaking. I hear you're not pleased with the Irovetti rules. God damn it! Those goddamn failed checks. Sunmurgir. Okay, Sunmurgir. We can talk with that one as well. Oh, we can't talk with her.
I do what I must.
Ferocious Hodhak, Wyvern. Okay. I believe these beasts are going to break free. I want to break free. I want to break free. An owlbear. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting fight.
I'm there.
So, this is the edge of the map. Mysteriado. Oh, mysterious. Manticore. A battle of spellcasters, secrets of the unknown. Oh. Oh, they're playing Pokemon. Place your bets. I see. Let's talk to the bookmaker. Come on, come, don't be shy. Witness secrets not meant for mortal eyes. An ethereal battle within a vortex of supernatural. Bets here, place your bets. What's going on? Oh, something special indeed. I'd wager you've never seen the like. Before your eyes unfolds an epic battle between the world's greatest spellcasters, Mysteriado, the devil tamer of Cheliax, versus Sinmirgia, magistress of the Irrisen Witches. Who will win? Who would you bet on? What are the rules of your game? You think this just a game? I wouldn't be so sure. The rules for you are simple enough. Though, choose one of the spellcasters and place the bet. If you guess the winner, you double your wager. If you're wrong, the gold is mine. No thank you. So, more booze over there. Yeah, picking up all that. Is this one locked? Let's save first.
It's just not my lucky
It is locked. And we rolled a 9. Oh, it's rather high. It's a rather high DC. Maybe inspire competence again. And it does work. Does work on herself as well, right? It looks like it, at least. When I activate this song, he gets the buff icon as well. Inspire competence. Nice one. Okay. Okay. We are going to explore the rest of the map. And then we are maybe participating in this in these contests.
I'm there.
Yep. Ooh. Oh, nice one. Normal daggers, no masterworks.
I do what I must.
Okay, wait, who are you? Gasper Liakenser. Yes, we were told to speak to you. We're going to do exactly that. Have a nice chat. My regards, Queen Mora. Gasper Liakenser at your service. Tell me about yourself. I'm the head of the Liakenser family and master of what remains of the Iron Fox trade house. Before Irovetti took the crown, it would have been my family receiving you at our house. Alas, we are simply guests at his celebration now. What caused you to lose influence? It's a dark and sordid story, and I swear I'd give my life to learn the full truth of it. Pitarchs was founded by our families and ruled by their 4 trade houses for centuries. We quarreled from time to time, of course, and property didn't always change hands peacefully, but none of us would dream of impinging on another's family lawful rights. And then Irovetti appeared. We underestimated him, thought him nothing more than another adventurer like the thousands of others in the region. He handled matters quickly and chaotically, with assets running through his fingers faster than chips at a card table. His wealth grew rapidly, and he still wasn't a big fish, for a while at least. He invited representatives from all the trade houses to play cards. No one really knows exactly what happened, but by morning he owned most of the assets, including the crown. They suspected a rigged game and sent representatives from the families to discuss the matter with him. And then a wave of disappearances rolled across the city. My brothers, the former kings of Pitarchs, disappeared, along with many other honorable people, and Irovetti made it clear that the lives of his hostages would depend upon our obedience. He was king, and our wealth and power lay in ruins. Runefarer? Oh, is it? I don't think I remember the name, but how really nice of him. The citizens of Pitarchs seem to love Irovetti. It would seem so, wouldn't it? Yet appearances can be deceiving. Yes, he's made many rich and happy, but there are many more lives that he's dragged through the mud for his own endless celebration. Trust me, there are many who would gladly put an end to his rule, but the king has so many spies that everyone's afraid to even discuss it. Ask the head of his precious academy, Talia Guitarian, what she thinks, or maybe High Priest Stray Yarns. You'll see their mouths shut tighter than any oyster shell. Oh, we haven't found the Stray Yarns yet, haven't we? Oh, that's very nice of him. Very nice, thank you. Who might you recommend I meet here? I'd do better to tell you whom you should avoid. There's a gloomy, sickly-looking gnome wandering about, Khan Viril, chief of the so-called Thieves Guild. He's Ayurvedi's primary business partner, and they understand the word business quite broadly. You said the so-called Thieves Guild. What is it he really does? Certainly not picking pockets. The fellow came from Numeria shortly after Ayurvedi started his reign. I won't lie, the Pitaxian trade houses occasionally made some questionable deals. But before Ayurvedi, those like Viril were driven from the city faster than you can say first dose is free. The man's drug pusher. He sells the blood brush extract. They say it enhances all senses, extraordinary, and invokes vivid visions, but also affects minds and could be toxic in repeated doses. I saw those who overuse it. They could not put 3 words together. Because of Viril, half of the city's youth is on his trash. Take the gold, supply poison to his subjects. Ayurvedi's soul is black and venomous. And Ayurved is pleased as punch about it. The more time the citizens spend in altered states, the fewer questions they ask. The gnome also uses his own product. It affects both the body and the mind. He fears his own shadow, seeing deception and trickery everywhere. Those who deal with him hope for fabulous profits, but they more often than not end up at the bottom of the river. Okay, thank you for the talk. It was an honor speaking with you, Your Highness. So, where might we find this high priest? Grey Yarns. Oh, I walked right past him.
I'm off.
Yeah, there he is. I only had eyes for the loot. And ignored him entirely. Standing there. Oh, a new face at the celebration. I'm pleased to meet you. Grey Yarns, the High Priest of Calistria, at your disposal. Harrim mumbles. Vanity, futility, vexation of spirit. A lore religion check passed. Calistria is the goddess of revenge. I'm sure many mention Ayurvedi in their prayers to her, and probably not with the kindest words. You are well versed in matters both spiritual and political. Of course, it is not my place to say what people pray to my lady for. But you are right that many would wish to revenge upon him. To be honest, our temple has only benefited from his rise to power. Ayurvedi isn't stingy with his donations, and the celebrations he holds are beyond all praise. The king himself, though, his exorbitant pride is irritating. Calistria dislikes those who would place themselves above the gods, and I wouldn't be surprised if she teaches him a lesson sooner or later. That I could deal with, though. There's something else that I find harder and harder to tolerate. You see, the goddess patronizes bodily love, but only that given voluntarily. It is sometimes difficult for me to protect our young priests and priestesses from his unsolicited attentions. I fear to imagine how hard it must be for our beautiful Animate, or what Atalia Gitaran must deal with. The king is said to often mistake the academy for his personal harem. Do many Pitaxians worship Calistria? Of course. She's been the patron goddess of Pitax since its founding. The goddess likes our joyful town, and its citizens love her in return. If ever you visit Pitax, you would surely enjoy the proud spikes of her cathedral. It's the most beautiful building in the city. Who might you recommend I meet here? There are many prominent people around. As usual, My first recommendation would be Maestro Anemid. Many would give their lives to exchange words with her. She is Pitak's best singer, and the finest of its women. I've heard you're not exactly happy with Irovetti's reign. The priest looks away. Oh no, I've no issue with his reign. He's a generous donor, and the celebrations he hosts are beyond praise. The king himself, so yeah, pride is irritating. Yeah. Okay. We have talked about that. May the grace of the goddess always be with you. So, okay, now I believe we have talked to all the regular folk around. So maybe we can take a look there at Irovetti's tent. Have a visit there, talk to the king some more. More wardens. Even more wardens.
I'm there.
All right. Exploring every corner of the map here. So maybe picking another lock, Lindsay, if you don't mind. Another IDC, I suppose. What are you doing? Okay. Extend meta magic rod. I see. Is this his tent? Okay. We could talk to the guard there. What is this? A letter from Trebizond to the king of Pitax. Oh, you don't mind if I take a look, right? Yeah, I have the guard standing right next to me. Most wise sovereign of the most thriving kingdom, I hasten to inform my king that the secret mission with which you graciously entrusted me has reached its destination. This place name sounds far from the music of heavenly spheres, and never would I dare risk insulting your eyes with the image of ignoble syllables. Ignoble? But for the sake of accuracy, I must inform you of our location. The settlement is called Littletown, and rightly so, I must add. What is ignoble? Wait, I have to look this one up real quick. The inn we have settled in for the night is located at the edge of the forest. In the morning, feathered minstrels delight my ears and the ears of my less talented brethren in pen and rhyme, and I am imbued with the grace of loyalty to my king. Though the same cannot be said of some of the above-mentioned brethren, whose unworthy mouths have the audacity to express dissatisfaction with their fate. As for me, if I be the royal will, I would kneel before you and read my most refined sonnet, inspired by the local nature which I enjoy at your command. I humbly assure you that my king will never be affected by the shadow of doubt over the fairness of the decision to send your obedient servant on such an important mission, which all of us, by the way, and me most of all, are ready to start immediately. With my lowest bow to your highness, Trebicant of Cordelon. Dude! Irovetti will have to clean up his boots after all this licking. Woo! Dude! So. Oh, we paused it. Don't know why. Sammy D! Hello there. Hello there. How's your weekend? How's your weekend? Are you ready for the final days before Christmas? Taking all of this with us.
Indeed.
I hope you got all your presents in time that you needed. So yeah, so probably we're not going to visit King right now. So I guess we can participate in the contests now. I hope we managed to avoid any duels this year. Okay. Maybe take a look at the dwarf again and his little game of picking locks. Maybe now with the bonus to inspire competence, we can actually do it. With alcohol, you can endure it all. Even Christmas, I see. I see. Yes, there is some wisdom in that. So, bless. Morale bonus. Yeah. Morale bonus there. And then we have the Inspire Heroics. With the +4 morale bonus. Does this bless? Does it scale with the level? No. The bless doesn't scale with the level of the caster. Yep. So it's just that then. Base. I have to rearrange some spells here. Inspire Greatness. That's nice. Dirge of Doom. So, frightening tune. And inspire competence, of course. Fascinate. Soothing performance. Mass cure serious wounds. Oh. Interesting. Yeah. Key shout. Song of Discord. Cacophonous call mouse. And dispel greater magic. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's it for now. That's it for now. I'm going to save again and I'm going to activate the Inspire competence.
It's just not a lucky day.
Ah! Maybe we can come back later. Well, I don't know if this area here is going to last. Well, let's just try. The first lock is open, and we are just safe scumming this bitch.
Anything else?
The second lock's defeated. Eh. Ah!
I failed. I'm sorry.
This one is really hard. This one is really hard. Nah, I don't think we can. There's such a slim chance to actually pass the check. That would be too much of a safe scum there. Yeah, we are going to ignore the last one.
Adventures call to them.
Okay then. We're now going to partake in the contests. So, of course, saving again. Yeah. Your Royal Highness, I'm ready to participate in the Fishers Triathlon. Let's begin. What exactly is it? Trumpets sounded over the arena, announcing the commencement of the Fishers Triathlon. We were to distinguish ourselves in 3 sports, if you could call them such. You be the judge, dear reader. The first round was fish carrying, if you can believe it. They built narrow bridges over pits of mud and placed barrels on either end. One side filled with fish and the other side empty. The goal was to get all the fish from one side to the other, barehanded, without falling into the mud. I'm sure this is just what you imagine for a royal tournament. Throwing fish at your opponents was prohibited. But there was one unofficial but well understood rule in this tournament. Don't get caught. We had to decide which of us would participate, as well as how fair we wanted to play. A 42 check! Holy shit! This is near impossible. Stealth? We tried to cheat by discreetly throwing fish at our opponents. Competing honestly among such company would be more embarrassing than losing. As Ekundayo ran across the bridges with heaps of fish in his arms, he deftly tossed the fish beneath the feet of the Gralton competitor, who slipped and fell into the mud. Another fish found its way right to the Daggermark competitor's forehead, sending him down alongside the Graltoner. The judges didn't notice a thing. We won the first round. The second round was untying knots. Competitors would be tied up on poles resembling ship masts, and they had to escape the ropes. We once again had a choice to make. Stealth? Perception check passed. Trickery 20. We noticed a sharpened coin glistening in the Daggermark competitor's mouth, and the Gralton participant had a blade in hand. We exposed the cheaters, leaving us with fewer rivals. Nah. We're not snitching. Especially since we are cheating ourselves. May the best cheater win. Stealth 30. We tried to cheat by sneaking a blade into the contest. Succeeded. It's well known that if you can't untie a knot, you must cut it. Ekundayo stealthily pulled a blade from his sleeve. While his competition struggled to escape their bonds, he jumped to the ground and triumphantly walked over to the judges. Not an honest victory, but a victory nonetheless. We'd won 2 out of the 3 rounds. We seemed to have our victory in the bag, but with the rivals we were dealing with, there was no time to relax. The last round of the tournament was diving for river pearls. Huge cups were filled with mussels in river water, and some empty jars had been placed on sets of scales. We'd have to open the mussels with our bare hands, gather the pearls and deposit them in our team's jar. Of course, if playing fair wasn't a priority, we could try weighing down the jar with other things as well. Trickery 50? Why does she have? Why? What? Pebbles into our jar. This is... Why can't he do this trickery? Ugh, trickery, not stealth. Snitches get stitches. Trickery 24. Let's try this one. Succeeded! Lindsay bravely dove into the muddy water and started opening shells, breaking her nails in the process. She put fistfuls of pearls into her jar as fast as she could, slipping in an occasional pebble, pinch of sand, or dollop of mud when possible. Once time was up, her jar was the heaviest, a victory for us. Soon we stood on the pedestal as the judges awarded our team the victory. We were wet, muddy, and smelled of fish, but we grinned with joy all the same.